This video will show us how to make an exploded view slash presentation model. So I'm going to start with File, New, and I'm going to hit Presentation. That should be the bottom option. I'm going to give this a second to load. Okay, once that loads, I can see that it says Insert. It's looking for me to insert the model that I'm going to explode out. I'm going to click on this second option for Toy Plane Assembly. Simple. I'm going to click Open. Once that opens, it opens up in there's a view here, and then there's something called a storyboard down below, which is basically a timeline of all the moves I'm going to make to this model in a second. And there's this place over here to the right where it says snapshot view, and again, kind of nothing is really here. So I'm going to go back to the top left of my model again. Usually the most important stuff is to the top left. I could start a new storyboard, but it's already sort of brand new down here anyway, so I'm not even going to mess with that. I am going to this next option over, which is tweak components. This is allowing us to tweak the location of the components. And so I'm just going to click on that. And again, I could change the different way I can tweak things. I'm just going to leave it like this. And bring my mouse in and just click. And once I click on a part, you'll notice that this sort of tri-arrow thing pops up with a center ball. I guess this is called a gizmo, but I can pull on these arrows and kind of move it up and out of the way, kind of wherever I want to put it. Maybe over here. And I'm just going to keep doing that to all the different parts. I'm basically going to, it's almost like I'm disassembling it a little bit. It's kind of like when we constrain it, it's just the reverse. I'm going to click on this propeller and get this out of here. I'm going to pull the engine housing off of the model. Again, kind of a lot of the basic parts to this. Double click on the wheel. I don't know why I had to double click that one, but that's okay. I'll double click this one too. Click on these, and then I can click on that ball, and I can move these away. Or I can just click on the arrows, like straight up. Click on this arrow, bring it straight up. Again, or I can click on the ball feature there and kind of drag it out. And I can zoom in and out, guys, with my rolly wheel, just so I can make sure I'm moving my parts where I want them to be. Something like that. So again, playing around with zooming in and out. I feel like I've moved these enough. Actually, let's move the guy, too. We should pull him out of there. We'll move him over here somewhere, maybe. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll double click my center wheel, and I should get to zoom in. I probably could zoom in further than that. I like what I got going on here, so I'm going to hit the green check and just say I like these locations. What you'll notice, guys, is there's some blocks down here that have automatically formed, and this is basically the time elapse of the moves that I've made, like the different parts that I've moved. And you kind of see there's a whole bunch of moves, and it drags out for quite a bit of time. But what I can do is I can hit play here, and what it'll do is it'll reset to the 0, or sort of where it originally started. You'll see this bar here moving over, and then the parts are just kind of exploding away from how they were initially assembled. And I could speed this up. I could move these boxes down here closer together. So if I wanted to say, hey, I'm going to have all these parts explode all at the same time, I can sort of, I can move them all to this direction. I'll move them all over here. Something like this. And if I do that, you can just kind of watch the parts explode a little bit. You can change the order if you wanted to. Reflash that, and I'll move this up. Hopefully I can cheat this up a little bit. And then a bunch of these are going to happen all at once. So instead of it sort of linearly, we can just kind of have them happen all at once. So again, you could change the order or how, the magnitude of how you want them to look. But that's fine right there. So I'm actually going to hit to the end of this because I want to see the fully exploded view. This is the view we're going to capture to use as our exploded view on our drawing.